What's up, Turbo Tribe? Welcome back to the channel where passion meets performance and where every car we explore isn't just about horsepower and design, it's about the culture, the lifestyle, and the stories they bring to the streets. Today, we're diving deep into a machine that's as American as it gets. A muscle car that has been redefined for a new generation but still carries the soul of its roaring ancestors of the 2026 Dodge Charger Scat. This car isn't just another ride, it's a statement, a legacy on wheels, and a symbol of what happens when brute force meets modern technology. So buckle up, because this one's going to be a thrill ride. Exterior: the first thing that hits you when you see the 2026 Charger Scat is the presence. Dodge didn't play it safe. They didn't try to make this car blend in, they built it to stand out. Up front, the face is aggressive, wide, and unmistakably Charger. The hood bulges with a functional air intake scoop that screams performance, flanked by sleek LED headlights that have been sharpened for a more modern look while still carrying that sinister stare we expect from a Charger. The grille is blacked out, wide, and bold, giving it that mean attitude that muscle car fans crave. You don't just look at this car, you feel it stare back at you. Walk around to the side and you'll notice the muscular proportions that Dodge has carefully sculpted. The car sits low and wide, hugging the pavement with confidence. Bold character lines run across the body, hinting at the power beneath the hood, while the flared wheel arches house massive 20-inch wheels that complete the stance. This is not a car that hides its intentions. It's proud, loud, and designed to make people stop and stare. Dodge even tweaked the aerodynamics slightly, with sculpted side skirts and saddle curves that keep airflow in check without losing the raw muscle car look. The side profile screams performance, but it also whispers heritage. You can see the DNA of Chargers from decades ago, modernized for today. Moving to the back, things get even more dramatic. The wide LED taillight bar stretches across the rear, a signature Dodge design that instantly sets it apart at night. The rear bumper is chunky and muscular, housing dual exhaust outlets that don't just look good, they sound like thunder when this beast roars to life. The rear spoiler is subtle but effective, adding downforce without overcomplicating the design. The stance from behind is intimidating, low, wide, and powerful, like it's ready to leap forward at any second. Every angle of this car is meant to tell you one thing: this Charger is here to dominate. Interior: step inside and you realize Dodge didn't just stop at making the exterior menacing, they gave the interior the same treatment of boldness mixed with refinement. The cabin is driver-focused, with a cockpit layout that makes you feel like you're in control of a performance machine, not just a daily commuter. A massive digital instrument cluster sits behind the steering wheel, customizable to show performance stats like G-force, horsepower readouts, and even launch control settings. In the center, a large Uconnect touchscreen dominates the dash, running the latest infotainment system with crisp graphics and seamless connectivity. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, voice commands, it's all there, but Dodge didn't forget the old-school driver. Physical buttons and knobs remain for essential functions, giving you that tactile connection while you drive. The seats are a perfect blend of comfort and aggression. Bolstered sports seats wrapped in premium leather and Alcantara keep you planted during hard cornering but are also comfortable enough for long road trips. Dodge added Scat Pack logos stitched into the seats, reminding you that this isn't just any Charger, it's something special. Ambient lighting runs through the cabin, giving it a modern vibe at night, and materials have been upgraded across the board with soft touch surfaces, contrast stitching, and carbon fiber trim that reinforces the sporty character. The steering wheel is thick, flat-bottomed, and feels like it belongs in a race car, complete with paddle shifters for manual control of the transmission. Sitting inside the Charger Scat feels like sitting in a fighter jet cockpit, ready to unleash power at your command. Performance. But let's talk about what really makes this car the legend it is: performance. Under the hood of the 2026 Charger Scat lives a naturally aspirated 6.4-liter HEMI V8 engine, delivering a monstrous 485 horsepower and 475 pounds-feet of torque. Yes, Dodge is keeping the big V8 alive, and it feels more glorious than ever. Press the start button and the exhaust note alone is enough to give you goosebumps. That deep, rumbling growl turns into a roaring symphony as you push the throttle. Power is sent to the rear wheels through a smooth but aggressive 8-speed automatic transmission, and the Charger launches from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just about 4 seconds flat. It's raw, it's powerful, and it feels unapologetically muscle. Handling has also been sharpened for 2026. Dodge upgraded the suspension system with adaptive damping, giving you the choice between comfortable cruising and track-ready stiffness. The steering is precise, offering plenty of feedback, and the Brembo brakes provide the stopping power needed to tame this beast. Despite its size, the Charger Scat feels surprisingly agile when pushed into corners. Though make no mistake, it still prioritizes straight-line dominance. This car is built to give you that old-school muscle car thrill with a touch of modern refinement. Technology doesn't take a back seat here either. You get multiple driving modes, from eco to sport to track, each changing the personality of the car. Launch control, line lock for smoky burnouts, and performance pages that let you track your runs are all built in. Safety hasn't been ignored either, with features like adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane assist, and a suite of airbags, making this wild muscle car a bit more manageable for daily use. Now let's talk money, because the 2026 Dodge Charger Scat is one of the most tempting performance deals on the market. Starting prices hover around the $52,000 mark, which is incredible when you think about the horsepower, heritage, and raw muscle you're getting. Fully loaded with all the bells and whistles, you're looking at closer to $65,000, but even at that price, it's still a bargain compared to many performance sedans and sports cars that don't even come close to this level of power. Dodge has always been about delivering bang for your buck, and the 2026 Charger Scat continues that tradition proudly. At the end of the day, the 2026 Dodge Charger Scat isn't just a car, it's a piece of muscle car history carried into the future. It's bold, unapologetic, loud, and thrilling in a way that only a Charger can be. It's not trying to be a luxury sedan. It's not pretending to be a European sports car. It's a purebred American muscle sedan with modern touches, and that's what makes it so special. If you're a car enthusiast who wants a ride that turns heads, thrills your soul, and connects you to a rich heritage of performance, this Charger Scat is the one to beat. And that, Turbo Tribe, wraps up our deep dive into the 2026 Dodge Charger Scat. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Dodge keeping the big V8 alive in today's world of hybrids and electrics. Would you take this beast over a Tesla or BMW M5? Smash that like button if you enjoyed the review, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and join the tribe for more car stories, reviews, and adventures. Until next time, keep your engines roaring and your spirits high. This is Turbo Tribe, signing off.